Today is Friday, February 20th, the 51st day of 2015.
And you're listening to This and That on the Wire. Welcome back, fans, people. Keegan Mina, alongside me, always my partner in crime, Jeremy Deere. We are back for another season of This and That. New time, same show, 1 to 3 every Friday afternoon. Why? Because we live in the heart of America. That's right, folks, Norman, Oklahoma. It's great to be back for our first episode of the 2015 year. A few things we'd like to point out. You can listen to us through a variety of different ways. You can go on our actual page at wire.ou.edu. That again is wire.ou.edu. You can also go to livestream.com/thewireou. And now you can actually listen to us on the FM radio, lo-fi in the Norman area. So if you're in Norman or around the Norman area, you can listen to us at 95.5 The Wire. Some of that stuff's still getting taken care of, but overall, we're so happy to be on the radio now.
I'm psyched. I'm personally psyched.
You can also download, and we highly recommend you download the TuneIn Radio app if you aren't in the Norman area, or just if you are, just make sure you download that app.
Yeah, if you just want to go mobile, man, feel free to download that. It's a great app. You can't. It's kind of hard to find us, so just search, quote, your student radio, unquote.
Yep. And don't forget, you can also call us here at the booth at 405-325-WIRE. That number again is 405-325-WIRE.
And you know how we like phone calls. So.
And you know how much you know what we like even more, Jer? Facebook likes.
Oh, man, it feels so good.
If you haven't heard our show, we have a Facebook page. Our goal is to make everyone happy, especially us, by having you guys like our Facebook page at facebook.com/this-and-that-wire. Not and, but the letter N, This and That Wire. We also have a Twitter handle at This and That Wire, and we also have an email where you can email us at thisandthatwire@gmail.com. We also like to point out, if you're a musician or in a band or an actor or a super cool person in the Oklahoma City,
artist,
some kind of artist, some kind of cool person in the Oklahoma City Metro, and you're interested in being on our show, please let us know. You can hit us up. We're always looking for talented musicians, talented artists, talented whatever you are, to provide us local insight on the music scene, the art scene, any kind of scene. We're big advocates of that stuff here on This and That, so please let us know. Tell your friends. Keep on rocking. Jeremy Deere, we are back in the booth. It is great. It is great.
It feels weird, like I've missed this place, and that's weird to feel.
Yeah, we've been back in school for a few weeks now, but with the new transition to lo-fi FM, we've been trying to establish
There's been a lot more trainings and stuff, so
make sure we don't make any big mistakes on the air. So
yeah, because we're playing in the big leagues now.
The big leagues. In a little bit, we'll have a friend of ours who's starting up his own show this semester, Joel Filomeno.
Joel
Filomeno.
He's a great guy.
Cool guy who works with us at Cinevision.
Yeah, so listeners, there's lots of new shows because there's a lot of new people that have joined The Wire. Make sure you listen to everybody's show here because this is a great radio station,
And it's going to only get bigger and better this year. I see a lot of good things happening in the near future for The Wire. So make sure you listen to us wherever you can, however you can. So, yeah, good stuff. So, Jer,
how's it going?
It's been a few months. What have you done since our last show?
Man, let's see. I've traveled to Denver, which was totally fun. I believe it was the same time as the trip that you took.
Yeah, you go ahead first, and we'll explain it to our fans.
I'm trying to think what else I did. I spent the holidays. It was the first time that I got with all my siblings and my parents. It was the first time we were all together in like 4 or 5 years. So that was great over the holidays, spending time with my family. Got to see all my nieces and nephews. So, it was pretty cool. New Year's, I sat at home. I enjoyed the time with Miss Lyra Lou. That's my better half. So. And then school started. We're back here, but it was fun, interesting break. It was one of those things where, I just had to cut loose for a little while, so I skedaddled up to Denver. Had a good time.
Yeah, same. Coincidentally, the same time Jeremy went on his excursion to Colorado, I went and drove by myself to South Bend, Indiana, to go to Notre Dame's campus. And we didn't tell each other we were going on these trips.
I know.
And then when we came back, we realized we both left at the same time to different places, which was kind of cool. But I woke up at 6:30 on a Wednesday, and I didn't have to work for like 5 days. And I had like $400 from my other job in my pocket. I'm like, I'm going to go. I'm going to go because I love the
And I
university.
believe everybody needs to do that. So, listeners that are young and single, go see the United States. Go see the world.
Yeah, you don't have to go super far. I mean,
and it doesn't have to cost that much.
yeah, luckily it was during the time of that big gas, like the gas was so cheap. It was it cost me like $60.
Cheap.
It is pretty cheap. And so that gave me an incentive to go. But yeah,
Thanks, Obama.
I drove from here all the way to South Bend, Indiana. It took me like 17 hours. Drove by myself. And
Man, I was in a blizzard, and it was crazy because it just snowed. That I left that evening, and I ended up Salina, Kansas, and it was a blizzard. I mean, like, and it's like they didn't even it's just like, I'm sorry, Kansas, but it's like you guys have never heard of pre-salting because it was literally like I was driving down a dirt road with potholes because of so much snow. Like I don't know. It was scary. It was the scariest time I've ever driven. And believe me, I like driving in bad weather. I do. I like driving. I like driving in snow. I like sliding around, and I'm perfectly comfortable with my car. But that was scary.
I can only imagine. I mean, yeah.
But I don't know. It was fun, dude. I got up there, tried to enjoy myself as much as I could during my time off. But it was fun. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, for the listeners that were wondering, it was fun.
Was it fun?
It was real fun. I tried to squeeze in a tour of the Budweiser brewery, but it was more like hurry up and go through and drink some beer and then leave. Because they give you free samples.
It was cool because
got to see the Clydesdales.
I went to South Bend on Wednesday, and then I left that following day like at noon, and I thought I was heading home. I took the wrong highway. I ended up in Chicago. So I said to myself, I might as well stay and have some lunch in Chicago. I wanted to have some deep dish pizza, but everything was packed.
You mean like bread bowl pizza?
So I ended up having some kind of like
New York
Middle Eastern kind of like gyro kind of. It was great.
Euro, huh?
And then I ended up in St. Louis that night, and I ended up getting lost somewhere in East St. Louis.
I thought you was going to say sick.
East St. Louis, if you're...
That was during the times, huh?
Oh, man, it was scary. It was at night. There was not one light on in East St. Louis. And
yeah, because it was all rioting, man.
I know. I was like freaking out.
That was during the Trayvon
My heart was pounding.
No, was it? Who was it?
That's in Ferguson.
Brown?
That was in Ferguson.
Trayvon Martin
that's
was
right outside of St. Louis. East St. Louis is a very, very
Jefferson,
dangerous
Ferguson,
area for Caucasian males.
Caucasans.
Yeah, but after that trip, I went to Ireland.
How'd that go, man? What'd you do for the holidays, man? Did you get to see Mom and Pa and the little bra?
Yeah, so I left Christmas Day, and like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I was at my parents' house for Christmas Day, and then me and my friend Chase, we drove to Dallas. We stayed at his girlfriend's house for the night, and then they drove us to the airport. We flew from Dallas to Philly to Dublin, and then we spent 10 days taking buses throughout Dublin. We went backpacking. We stayed at youth hostels. I don't know if you ever done that, but it's kind of weird. You share a room with like 12 people. You don't even know them.
Bed bugs.
Everybody got like bunk beds. So me and Chase had a bunk bed, and there's like 10 other people.
So you guys had to share a bunk bed?
Yeah, the entire trip we had bunk beds.
Oh, just one bunk?
Yeah.
2 beds?
1 bunk, 2 beds.
No girls.
No, that was weird. Like, there were girls. You can mix and match.
Do they have hairy legs?
Probably.
Were
they sounded Polish.
Were they Greek girls?
They sounded Polish to me.
I heard about those Greek
There's
women.
some Italian guys that were
you
annoying.
Greek women listening, I heard about you.
But that was great. We celebrated New Year's Eve throughout the streets of Dublin, just drinking beer and
drinking beer,
going to parades.
So what was the popular beer over there? Like here, here in America, we got Bud Light, Coors, and all the.
So
what's the popular?
Well, obviously Guinness is a very big beer. However, if you like Jimmy and I were big fans of George Killian's Irish ale. They have their own called Smittix, but it smelled Smith Wicks, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. They actually have their own cider too. It's called Bulmer's. Bulmer's cider is really good.
Is it apple?
Yeah, it's an apple cider. Now the weirdest thing over there when it came to the drinking was, first off, there was you don't tip. You don't tip at the bars there. It's an insult. There's no tip induced inside the bill, so you don't have to bother tipping, which was a good thing. and they don't really do tabs, so you got to pay up front, which was kind of interesting.
I wonder if they say that about America. Like, it's so weird when you go over there. You have to tip.
But
you gotta tip. The greedy Americans want their money.
Their food was amazing. We
What's the difference? Like, what do they have? Beans on toast?
Yeah, they have an Irish breakfast, which is actually beans. There's half a tomato.
Beans on toast.
You have black pudding. I don't know if you're familiar with that's dried up pig's blood mixed with barley. That is called black pudding. It was really, really good. They had ham or a bacon that was like thick ham. It was the best bacon I've ever had. Beats American bacon by tenfold easily. And then you had a side of soda bread, Irish soda bread, and some sausage, and it was just I could go back and just eat that every day for the rest of my life. But Ireland was great. We saw the cliffs of Moher. If you've seen the movie Princess Bride, it's those long, dangerous cliffs they climb in, the Cliffs of Insanity. We kissed the Blarney Stone. We took bus from town to town. We met some cool kids from all around the world, Thailand, Spain. We met some people from Oklahoma, actually, some from Connecticut, a bunch of cool people.
Oklahoma, where at in Oklahoma?
Oh, where's that town where Cameron's from? Anita or?
Veneta?
Veneta. Yeah, Veneta.
Venetian.
Veneta, Oklahoma. We met a guy at a pub there. We went pub crawling. We went, we took walking tours. We drank every day. It was great. Got to kiss these 3 Swedish girls on New Year's. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that
sounds
cool.
Alas. So now we're back.
That's my favorite part of your story. Was the 3.
We're back now.
Swedish.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Swedish Juns.
Oh yeah, it was from Sweden. Hello, I have so blonde hair, and I'm so Swedish. I don't know.
Well, when we get back from the break, we'll have Mr. Joe Filomeno. You're listening to The Wire,
your student radio.
You're listening to This and That
I hope I'm normal. I think so.
with Keegan
Yes, everything is one. You have nothing to do with it. I am one with what I am.
and Jeremy,
I wish I could talk in Technicolor.
only on The Wire, your student radio.
I wish I could talk in Technicolor.
What was the story of that? They gave a housewife LSD,
Yeah.
and that's what she started rambling about.
Look it up, people. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be convinced. I mean, I don't want to be condoning
stuff like that. We have a special guest here in the Wire booth with us, Mr. Joel Filomeno.
Well, hello there.
Hey,
Hello
Joel.
there. How's it going?
Pretty good. We're glad that you can stop by here at the This and That show, talking to us a little bit about this, a little bit about that. So, Joel, you are, this is your first semester with the Wire.
You're new to The Wire.
Yes, I'm new to The Wire. I've heard about awesome things about it, so I decided to join in on the party and see if I can jump into the radio show and see what I can do.
So, what's your show called, and what's it all about?
Our show is called Real Talk. It's spelled R-E-E-L, kind of like film reel. And basically what we do is just talk about different types of movies. You know, sometimes we'll dive into like comic book movies, maybe some Oscar movies, like say the Oscars coming up, and basically a lot of things about movies. Like we do box office. Sometimes we might do trivia, and yeah, it's a lot about movies and having a good time.
And what time is this show on?
Yeah, the show earlier this week.
Yeah, it was on Wednesday at 3, and it was fun, man. We just dove into a lot of the Oscars. We even talked some Spider-Man, joining the Avengers. It's kind of a big deal going on, and just previewed the Oscars a bit and did some trivia on Oscar films in the past.
Who all co-hosted with you?
Oh, I'm joined by Hayden and Gatlin.
Hayden Hefner is another good friend of ours.
Gatlin.
Gatlin, he's the
guy.
he's the camera guy from Nightly.
Nightly, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard great things about his
He can
camera work.
he can show you around the Nightly
Control
set.
room?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Control room.
So Joel, you psyched about this semester? You think you'll do it next semester?
Oh yeah, I mean, so far it's been pretty fun. You know, getting through the rules, obviously learning a lot through the control rooms. You know, you have to learn that stuff before you can dive into the real fun stuff.
Especially things like the FCC regulations,
Right.
and all these cool things.
That's a big change. What do you think about that, man? I mean, going from you hadn't on the internet one, but going from that to FM, man.
Yeah, jump right into FM, have a lot of people listen to you. I mean, it takes a lot of regulation, obviously a lot of rules. You got to make sure you talk to the right people the right way. But it comes with the fun. It comes with the joy of just being on radio.
So was you nervous about your first show?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous. I never did a live radio show like that. But it just comes to pre-production. Being prepared for it.
Yeah, you should have seen our first show. There's a lot of hiccups.
Well, what's funny about our first show? Which first show are we talking about? The official first show or the unofficial first show? Because we accidentally went into the Wire booth.
We were gung ho. We were ready.
2-3 weeks before anyone else did. We
just went in there.
Our producer made it sound like we were doing it this week. So he and I are here like 9 on a Wednesday, and we had no idea what we were doing.
Wow.
And turns
out no format, no nothing.
We had nothing, not one thing. We didn't know how to record or anything. And luckily, he's like, "Oh yeah, we don't do that till this week."
You know what? If I can, I'll try to upload that one, and we'll let the listener.
Wait, do we have it?
I think I should have it. I don't know. If not,
and we don't have the lost episode either. Do
yeah,
we?
No, that's
Thank
lost
goodness.
for a reason.
Yeah,
we had an episode last year where just nothing went right for us.
Nothing at all.
We had a good band on Headbutt.
So look forward to that because the band that we had on there had some quality audio stuff for us, and we didn't get to save any of it because hiccups in the system.
That or the time when Daylight Savings episode where we had the good friends from Spiritual Buzz on and we missed half the show.
Dude, yeah, they were.
I felt so bad.
That was the good half.
The best band we've ever had on, and we just half our show didn't get recorded.
So that's what you got to look forward to is little hiccups.
But
it's all human error.
Yeah, it's all depends on us. Yeah.
When they say why,
in that case, it's my fault. Really, that's what I'm saying.
Tell them that it's human nature. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
You really can't say fix it in post because you can't. There's no post.
No,
it's live. When you're on live, you're on TV.
You could fix it in post to appease the producer later when you send it off to the Dropbox. But other than that,
it's like live TV.
So outside of the wire, what's your major and what do you do?
Broadcast and electronic media. I mean, I think we're called creative media now. Not too sure.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm not too sure.
I'm still going with BEM.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, just basically the same as you guys.
I'm gonna get BEM tattooed on me.
It's almost like creative media sounds like I could be a painter.
Yeah, creative media sounds like the sunny side of the street, and I don't want to be associated with that.
Yes, I make like daffodils and sunflowers.
Look, Mom, this is my new finger painting.
No, but actually, I went to this other school called the More Norman Technology Center, and there we had our own kind of video production classes, and we just called ourselves digital video production. And my personal opinions, I kind of like that one better.
It was a vocational school. Did they have did they have like welding and plumbing and carpentry and stuff?
Yeah, it was. It had a lot of things on there, and it was kind of new at the time too, but it was fun.
And you went to another school before here too, right?
Actually, two.
Oh.
Yeah, two. I jumped from OCCC, Oklahoma City Community College. Then went up north to Edmond, to University of Central Oklahoma for about a semester. And
out of the three, which one, facility-wise and everything, do you like?
Oh, I absolutely love OU. OU's been top notch. I mean, one semester sold me right from the bat. When I walked into Gaylord, I was like, all right, this could look like I could be here for a while.
And how do you feel about, because you work at Cinevision with us as well?
Yeah, that kind of helped too. That really helped too. Cinevision's awesome.
That's fun.
Oh
yeah,
man,
Cinevision's always a blast.
You get to play with the good toys.
Yeah, exactly.
I was always scared because those lenses for the cameras are like $250,000.
Right.
My biggest fear is to break one of those.
Yeah, I was actually walking up Lloyd Noble Center and carrying one of them, and I was like, "Do not drop it! Do not drop it! Do not drop it!" And the whole time I was struggling to carry it.
I'm the opposite. As long as it's in the case, I'm kicking stuff around.
I was like, this is what you get for not.
Just kidding.
This is what you get for not lifting weights, Joel. This is what you get.
So far, what has been your best moment or like your favorite thing to do at Cinevision?
My favorite thing so far is probably
RoboCam,
because it actually put me on. I was actually on ESPN, while doing that position, and I didn't even know when I was doing it the first time, and I just saw the replay. They were using my camera angle, and I was pretty excited.
It's a great feeling.
It is a great
feeling. The fact that
I know senior PAs that still get all juicy whenever they see their stuff on.
I mean, I love it. The fact that hey, to
me, it's just another shot on television.
I'm a student though, but it's a big deal for a lot for me, especially when I started out.
Not for me. I mean, I've been doing this for years.
Yeah. But that's super cool. I mean, I never got to do that for ESPN. my first year at Senior Vision, so that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
What do you see yourself doing in this field, the electronic media field? Like,
I love to do a lot of different stuff. I love video editing, video production, and pretty much on anything. You know, I always loved film when I was younger, and you know, taking it to.
so do you have like a YouTube channel that you do stuff on, or a Vimeo?
I actually did a while back, and it was mainly about editing. I was mainly just editing highlights, you know.
Yeah.
And I got caught with the copyright when I was a kid. But I was just a 16-year-old working a computer, working a Mac, you know, making a lot of different stuff. I actually had quite a bit of subscribers and thousands of views, but got shut down. I got like 3 warnings, and they're like, "That's it. You're off YouTube, man. You're not working this down again."
Now I got blacklisted.
That's Filomeno with an F. No, I'm just kidding. It's F-E-E-L. Amino.
Filomeno.
Filomeno. I've never heard of that. I've heard so many different ways people call my name. I've heard Filipino. That's
Filomena. We've fused our names together.
Yeah, that's a very
Filomeno.
Yeah, that's
a power couple.
I'm kind of liking that one. You know, taking over.
That could be like our power duo name.
Yeah, taking over Gaylord College.
Jigen Filomena.
Let's take over Gaylord College. Hashtag.
Filomena. Keep the hashtag. Hashtag Filomena. Hashtag no filter. But you know, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
And how old are you? You're 20?
I'm 20.
So you're a sophomore, junior?
I'm a junior officially. I consider myself a junior. I mean, when you're in college, you know, the years kind of just they can like jump along on you.
Man, you got what? You got like your 21st birthday coming up, right?
That's in August.
In August,
a while
man.
away. Yeah, it's a while away.
That's for a guy. Like that's the last birthday to look forward to.
Yeah, like my cousin.
There's nothing to celebrate afterwards.
Yeah, like my cousin just turned 21 a month ago, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna go up the balcony at Warren Theaters," and I'm like, "You suck." I was like, "I have to wait 7 months for it."
I mean,
yeah.
Honestly,
there's better things to look forward to than the
it's
balcony.
not that big of a deal.
I know.
I've been once. Honestly, I've only been one time.
I've never been. And
It's expensive.
It is expensive.
That's why I wouldn't like. I'd sooner go to a dive bar or something and drink a whole bunch. For
that's
the
something
price
you
of
take
that.
your lady friend on a nice date.
No.
Once a year.
Once a year, yeah.
No,
maybe.
but like once every decade.
Once every blue
You gotta make it
moon.
special.
I do plan on going to see Star Wars.
If you take every
Star
girl
Wars
there, then
movie.
you're lame.
Yeah, I don't like them. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm running broke, man. I've been taking all these
Relation
girls.
advice from Jeremy.
Relationship advice.
We're now with Relationship Advice Corner with Jimmy Deere. His 5 minutes of relationship, love, and leisure.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Deere. The first advice I have is don't talk like this to your lovely lady. They don't like it.
They don't like it a lot.
No.
That lady was creeped out going
She was
by.
creeping out.
You
She's
see
like,
that?
"What is
She's like,
going on?"
"Ooh,"
She's
she's like,
probably-
walk faster.
All right, I need a speed by. Is the Starbucks over there? Oh, Starbucks. Yeah. I'm going to Starbucks. Yeah.
Did you guys hear the men's tennis team at OU had won the indoor national championship against USC
That's impressive.
on Monday? It's really cool for
That's
them.
really impressive.
They lost them last year outdoors, so that was a big deal. But congrats to the OU men's tennis team for winning.
Congrats. Good applause.
Uh-oh.
Deserving applause.
You gonna make me play with the 360 again?
Nah, it's all right.
Not this
Too
not
early
today,
for
not
that.
This time.
It's too early for that one. So, what else do you do in your free time, man?
In my free time, I watch quite a bit of movies on my free time. I play some video games too. Basically like your average under 21-year-old kid does. Just try to
I think the average is like trying to sneak in bars and
Yeah.
engage in illicit activity.
Throwing
No, I'm just kidding.
beer bottles at cop cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hanging out at
Egging
fraternity
people's
parties
houses.
because they're not old enough.
Kinda
you do
like-
that? Are you a part of a fraternity?
No, I'm not.
Would you
Slashing
like
tires.
to be?
I'm not into
Have
that.
you heard of the Lord Savior Jesus Christ?
Jesus?
Jimmy,
He's the
little
only
baby
fraternity
Jesus.
you need to be.
Jeremy and I actually
Little baby Jesus.
tried starting a fraternity here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to join our
We're
fraternity?
doing for
We just need 12 people.
You just need 12 people.
Hey,
Yeah.
listeners, if you want to join our fraternity,
join it.
we just need a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Dear little baby Jesus. Thank you for this 12-pack.
Yeah.
Should we go to a break, come back, have some funny stories to tell, or
Before we go to break, let's tell our listeners
about the weather?
what the weather's doing outside. Man, last weekend was awesome, was it not?
No.
It was
Especially on Monday with that ice.
I had to work last weekend.
No, the
dude?
week before.
No,
last weekend.
It
was beautiful. Yeah.
No, it was 70 degrees on Valentine's Day. Did you do anything for Valentine's Day?
No, I had to work a doubleheader of baseball.
Oh, you didn't take your mom to the game?
No. But I went over to my parents' house
What
that
about you,
following
Joe?
day.
What'd you do for Valentine's?
Oh, I worked in the morning and then just chilled the rest of the day. I was working.
I worked all day. I got to see Lyra Lou for an hour, and I slept 20 minutes of that hour.
Yeah, actually, I was saving money after last Valentine's Day.
Well,
I spent quite a bit last time.
I wish the weather was going to be as good as it was last weekend, but looks like there's some morning showers tomorrow, Saturday. High of 53, low of 30. Sunday, it's going to be a high of 41, low of 20 with some morning clouds. But in the afternoon, it looks like it's going to clear up. It's 20% chance of precip on Sunday, 50 on Saturday. Monday, it looks like it's going to be good. Highs in the 37, lows in the 20s. Still going to be chilly throughout the rest of the week, beginning of next week. So make sure you guys dress appropriately. And when we get back, the world's scariest hammock, some homeless people gets thrown away, and a rare monkey is eaten alive. You're listening to This and That on The Wire, your student radio.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh.
Hello. You're listening to This and That on The Wire, your student radio. Keegan Mina along with me, Jeremy Deere, Joel Filomeno here as guests. Once again, we're on from Fridays now, 1 to 3, instead of our old times of Wednesdays from 9 to 11. Also like to say again, you can listen to us on The Wire through a variety of different ways. We recommend our actual page online at wire.ou.edu. That again is wire.ou.edu. You can also listen to us on livestream.com/TheWireOU. And now we are on the FM radio, folks. 99. Dang it. It's going so close. 95.5 The Wire. That's going to take some getting used to.
95.5.
This is our first semester being on the FM radio. So we've always been an internet radio for quite some time. However,
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. We also recommend you guys to download the TuneIn Radio app. You can go on your Google or Android device, download it, or you can just go on tunein.com. Make sure you search in the search bar Your Student Radio. You will locate our station, Your Student Radio. And also we have a Facebook page. Please go like our Facebook page, facebook.com/This and That Wire. Not and, but the letter N. This and That Wire. We have Joel Filomeno in the booth.
This and that.
No,
N.
Just the end.
Just the
You're
letter
just
N.
the N.
All about the end.
If you
Just the naughty.
If you're just tuning in, Joel is a first-time semester student here for The Wire. He has a show every Wednesday from 3 to 5, correct?
That is correct.
Called Real Talk. Real as in film reels. Talks about movies. Talks about comic book stuff.
Box office.
So make sure to, if you have a chance, every Wednesday from 3 to 5, go listen to his show.
Yeah,
Fine.
definitely. I put a link on the Facebook page to their page. So check out our page. Follow the link. If you like what you hear, click and like their page too.
Yeah, if you're a big movie guy. I know Mr. Ralph Andrew Craig was a big movie guy last semester, but he is not here this semester for The Wire. So
Yeah, their show was pretty good. So,
I give it, Ebert and Ropert, 3 thumbs up.
3 thumbs up. I give it. I don't know because I've never listened to it, but I wish I had.
Your show?
we're talking about your show.
We're talking about your
it's my
show.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his show. My bad.
No, we're giving Real Talk a
Real talk, yeah. Hopefully soon.
He's like,
Wow.
I just do it. I don't
I
listen
don't
to
like
this.
listening.
Yeah, I don't actually.
I'm not
pretentious.
listening.
But what show? What show? Wait, my show? I have a show?
Yeah.
I have a show? I didn't
It's
know
almost
that.
like, as a musician, I don't listen to my own music.
Yeah.
As an actor, I don't watch movies I'm in. I'm very pretentious. I'm pretentious. Well, anyway.
Before the break, I was telling you guys about the scariest hammock, some homeless people that got thrown away, and a rare monkey that was eaten alive.
Ooh, that sounds pretty juicy.
Yeah.
A real monkey.
Got eaten alive.
A rare.
rare monkey.
Rare, like it
Not medium rare.
yeah, like not well done,
Not well done.
like alive, and Well, what do you want to start out with?
Let's start with the least popular one and move to the rare monkey one at the end.
Okay, the world's scariest hammock. Then it is. We'll just go down the line here. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Definitely put a link up on the Facebook page. There's a it's called the Mothership SpaceNet Penthouse, and it's basically a big, huge hammock. I think they said it's like a 2,000 square foot pentagon-shaped hammock suspended 400 feet above the desert floor in the Moab Desert. Definitely go to the page, check it out. It is way out there, and tell me what you guys think about it. The project is part of an annual gathering of thrill seekers, and it takes place over the Thanksgiving holiday in the Moab Desert. It seems like the story just started to make it big on the net, but it is out there, man. Have you seen it?
What desert was it?
In the Moab.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is huge. The first picture I seen, it was one guy walking, totally hands free, like hands out. I think he might have been tethered, but it didn't look like it in the picture. But literally just like tight line walking to it. Yeah,
wow.
that's the one.
That is insane. I pictured it a lot bigger, but
Man.
Maybe that was a past year, because the one that's on the website is huge. It's a huge.
Yeah, so
like,
picture
net.
like probably like 5 wires going to different
Like a
cliffs
spider
of the
web.
mountain. Yeah, like almost like a spider web, and the guy is just chilling, tight roping over to it.
He's the next Spider-Man.
I mean, I'm not a thrill seeker, dude.
I'm not
like
kind of
that.
thrills. I mean, I'll go to no.
Cheap thrills, maybe.
Yeah, cheap.
That's
Shoot to
great.
kill.
Would you do it though?
Shoot to thrill.
Would you go spend the night out there?
Would I go out the hammock?
I wouldn't.
I mean,
I
I would not.
No.
It makes my look at that. It makes my hands like sweat just thinking about it.
That's crazy. Like I'm
Sweaty palm.
Yeah, look at the picture. I can't keep
my
balance
God.
like that. So forget about it. Probably
Yeah,
tip
well-
over the edge.
I
one
couldn't
time.
trust people on the other sides. Maybe they cut off the ropes while I was sleeping.
Oh yeah. Then there were 2.
Well, maybe after you click the links, you can find the group. It's a group of, I guess, thrill seekers that specialize in slacklining and highlining and base jumping and, just your average adrenaline junkie. But apparently they got a lot of good films and whatnot.
They'd make great film. But
You ever done anything like that? What's the highest place you've been on?
Highest place? Probably when me and my friend, we went mountain climbing. There's a mountain in Anchorage called Flat Top. However, there's it's like one peak, and then you can go up to another peak, and then if you want to, you can go up to another peak. Well, we went up to the 3rd peak, and we wanted to go up to the 4th peak, but we felt that by the time we got back down, it'd be pitch black dark. We didn't have proper equipment, but as for altitude, I'm not sure, but it was good. It was pretty high, if you know what I mean. The Cliffs of Moher in Ireland was another really, really high place. That's like 700 feet from the ocean. If you guys have seen The Princess Bride, Andre the Giant climbs up these cliffs. Also, if you've seen Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, I believe, or it might have been the Half-Blood Prince, where they go into that cave near the water. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
place.
yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Which one was that? Was that Half-Blood Prince?
I'm not too sure, but that's awesome.
I don't know my Harry
Yeah.
Potter. I don't even think I finished watching Harry Potter.
I've seen Princess and the Bride though.
It's
Princess
those
pretty
cliffs.
awesome
is
movie,
awesome, yeah.
I'll tell you-
That's a cult classic.
If you
Gotta watch that
if
one.
you could go to one place in Ireland, I recommend going to the Cliffs of Moher. It's just amazing. People look like ants.
Do they still have that
crazy.
whole like what is it? That rebel movement,
The IRA?
the IRA. Yeah, do they
They do. I mean, it's nothing like it used to be in the 90s.
they're not like throwing grenades at funerals anymore.
or like nail bombs.
Yeah,
No.
That's crazy.
There is still tension
remember
between
that back in the
Ireland
80s.
and Northern Ireland.
Because I'm
but
old.
right, it's not that big. Actually, it turns out I have a family member who's in the IRA, like a long distance cousin of some sort that we found out like 2 years ago, and he said he was
Do
in
you
the
think
IRA.
like Middle East people like will be saying that? They'll be like, yeah, well, we actually have like a long distance like family member who was part of ISIS,
or Al Qaeda
Al Qaeda,
or the
Al-Qaeda.
Muslim Brotherhood? I don't know.
the Muslim Brotherhood
Yeah.
of Prison.
Moving on.
Yeah. The next story takes us all the way to Florida. Dun dun dun.
What else is new?
It
Florida.
happened in Florida.
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 Tampa, Florida.
Tried my
That's
best.
where Donald L. Jordan and Lisa Cirbella. That's where they were thrown away.
Thrown away.
Yeah, man. They ended up in a dumpster after a night of cruising and boozing. The authorities originally thought that they were homeless, and that's where I reported them being as homeless, but they're not. What happened was they was partying at a casino, ended up getting trashed, and somehow passed out in a dumpster. 5 o'clock in the morning, the dumpster truck emptier driver guy shows up, empties the dumpster, and that's where he hears some banging. And apparently they were thrown away and then compacted before the rescuers showed up. Isn't that funny that they have to call rescuers to open
So
up?
they're dead?
No. They
Just
had-
passed out.
Yeah, they complained about like back problems and whatnot. We're taken to the hospital, and
Goodness.
but that is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, what makes you think, oh, this is a good place to sleep?
Hey, honey, won't you climb on in here with me?
Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah.
You'd be better off sleeping in the casino.
Yeah,
Who knows? You
right.
might get lucky. In 2 ways, not just one. Especially on
Oh,
Valentine's
my
Day.
goodness.
Yeah, well, rescue crews were called just shortly after 5 a.m. They were then taken to Tampa General Hospital after complaining about a little back pain. Deputies originally believed that they were homeless, but learned that they were highly intoxicated after hanging out at a nearby casino. So that goes to show people stay away from those casinos.
And stay away from dumpsters.
Oh, I guess that's the moral. Never mind. Stay away from dumpsters. Don't get thrown away.
Just don't go to the dumpsters at the casino, I guess you could say also. What do you think?
I don't know. You might get the worst of 2 worlds there.
It's Friday
Dumpster,
afternoon.
yeah.
Do you know where your children are?
Don't let them play near dumpsters.
Man,
a
I had
message
a-
from the ad council.
Had a rough night at the.
We're talking about your
Casino. I'll just
57-year-old, 49-year-old, and 37-year-old children.
What?
They're probably in a dumpster somewhere, sleeping after a night at the casino.
I had a bad night at the casino. Let's take a sleep in the dumpster. Lost
Like-
all our hotel money. We had hotel money.
Well, honey, I gambled away our last paycheck. Let's just go get used to it. Let's try this dumpster out here. This is our future.
Maybe they left some money in here.
We'll see how we like it.
Maybe they were looking for money and they just passed out in there. Who knows?
Eureka!
I found
Honey, they had to have thrown some money away somewhere.
It's a casino. They can't keep it all.
every penny counts.
That is
Oh,
funny.
goodness. Now, let me hear about this monkey.
Oh, you want to hear about rare monkey, huh?
Not medium rare, of course.
I wonder if that's what they meant in the headline there. Rare monkey eaten by otters in accident at the British Zoo. Next story takes us all the way to London. British Zoo says an endangered monkey that accidentally fell into a pond was eaten by otters.
Like,
But-
how,
It's vicious.
Dude, otters are ornery, but I didn't think that they were like that.
It's like, it sounds like something a shark would do.
I know, man. You think otters are friendly,
what
little
kind of,
cute
so what kind of
things.
monkey was it?
It was a rare one.
Oh. I picture like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom when they're eating the monkey brains. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, and then they take out a piece of the brain.
Yeah. It's like,
Have you ever seen them, though? They're the rare golden lion tamarin monkey. They're about squirrel size, and they have like the mane. It's like,
It's like a small
I
lion.
don't know. That
Oh,
it's-
yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
cute.
wow, how?
Why would you eat that?
It looks delicious. It's orange
It's
and brightly
orange.
colored.
Maybe they thought it was an orange.
Yeah, they're like, it's a tangerine.
It's like this is a bit furry.
It's an
little
orangutan.
too
According to Wikipedia, which we all know we can trust, there's about 3,200 of these left in the world from Brazil.
And one got eaten.
That's pretty
one
rare.
left.
Not anywhere. -1 from there.
They are endangered.
The zoo made a statement after a whistleblower disclosed a series of animal deaths at the institution. So I guess the real story is the Bristol Zoo Gardens is not a good place for animals.
I will not take my animals there.
My dog's terrible
I guess
with me.
a endangered Visayan warty piglet was also eaten by its father.
Its father.
Nothing says cannibalism like father to son.
Oh, their son had a good day at school. Yeah, Dad.
No, not anymore.
Honey, where's our child?
I don't know.
Delicious.
Honey, is that our son's leg hanging out of your mouth?
I have no idea what you're talking about,
I have no
sweetie.
idea what you're talking about. It's a distant cousin.
Burble, fat.
He didn't do his homework. I said if he didn't do his homework, he was going to get bacon.
Well, the zoo's director of conservation said despite their best efforts, keepers are unable to prevent certain unforeseen accidents. But I will keep you guys updated on this story. Post a link to our Facebook page for the last two. Anything else comes out of the zoo, it's got to be interesting. So keep you guys updated.
I believe Mr. Filomeno, you have to go to class now.
It's that time.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
that
So
time.
Class on a Friday.
Clubs
Yeah, it's
going
rare,
up
but it
on a
happens.
Friday.
It happens.
I remember those days.
Well, Mr. Filomeno, Mr. Joel Filomeno, thank you once again for coming on our show. It's been an honor.
I'm shaking your hand right now.
Joel Filomeno just shook my hand. Real Talk, 3 to 5, Wednesday afternoons. That's where you can see his show. Go on our Facebook at facebook.com/thisandthatwire to find a link to his Facebook page. And you may also be entertained. Thanks a lot, Joel. We appreciate you on the show,
thanks
man.
for coming
It
on
was
the show,
awesome
man.
being on.
If we ever want us to come on, let us know.
I'll let you guys know, definitely. But it was fun. It
All
was
right,
awesome.
cool, man. So take care, man.
Yep, you're listening to This and That on the Wire. It's the show that ruins your college experience.
Keegan and Jeremy, you guys suck.
This and That on the Wire, your student radio.
Welcome back to the show. Keegan Mino, along with me, Jeremy Deere. That's probably my favorite bumper back in.
That's one of my favorite ones.
Also
I'm
like
working on some new stuff for us, too.
Yeah. So we have, as usual, a top list of things that we like to do. Top lists, I guess.
we
Jeremy,
like
what
the
is
top
it about?
This one, because I like reading a certain magazine, Vice, it's an online publication that I like reading. I think they have a print publication too, but I like their website. So was Racy. So this one is 25 things you're too old to do or that you should do. You're too old to do if you're 25, now that you're 25. Or you can also look at it as 25 things you kind of should do before you're 25.
So from the perspectives of us, I am not 25 yet. And
But
Jeremy,
I am 25. I'm
Jeremy
over 25.
is over 25. So there should be some comparing and contrasting between each other. So that might be interesting. Would you like to do the first one, or should I do the first one?
Well, once you hit 25, you things change, and it's weird. So I know so many people are like, "No, I'm going to be the same person I am whenever I'm 20." I mean, from 20 to 25, whatever, you change. I know I changed from 21 to 23.
I know I've changed from high school, 18 to 22 now. But number one, doing drugs to impress people.
And I think this should just apply to doing anything to impress people. Now that you're 25, or that you're fixing to be 25, you got to cut that out because, it's not about others after a while. You just realize that you've done all these things your whole life because of other people's or for other people's, but there's a point. And if you don't reach it by the time you're 25, then there's something wrong with your life. But you should definitely stop doing drugs, period, by that time. More or less doing things to impress other people.
Yeah, like I'm not into drugs at all, but I've known people who have talked saying, yeah, I'm too old to be doing this. I'm too old to be, snorting cocaine or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to, if I'm stuck in my mom's basement doing stuff like this still, I mean, I need to change my ways. So, you don't even have to do drugs at all.
What kind of stuff do you see people doing to impress people or because of other people
I think
around
for
them?
college, I think of parties. I think of things like ecstasy, like party drugs.
Not
I've
like
never-
names or anything. But do you know people that do that?
Yes, I've known people who have taken ecstasy at parties. And
Not just drugs, but anything. Like from the way that people comb their hair to the things they wear. What do you see around campus?
I see a lot of sorority girls who are very, very, they're all cliquey and they all wear like the same clothes.
What about those tri-delts we seen on your birthday? Remember they were all doing the little delta thing?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna bash a sorority, but it's kind
Is that the clicky thing you're talking about?
That's what I picture. They wear the little shirts and stuff.
What is that with? Okay, and I'm not saying this because I'm complaining, but women or girls in yoga shorts or the Nike running shorts. It's like one or the other. It's like every girl on campus.
Or sometimes they put them over. They have like the Nike shorts over.
Those are the nice, modest ones.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I'm not complaining about that.
I don't think that's trendy. I mean, like they're doing it to impress me. I think they're doing it because that's comfortable.
I think so too. I mean, when I did skiing, I had like those kind of short, the spandex kind of stuff for skiing.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna wear them out in public. That's just me.
Do you wear them at home?
Yeah, when it's like cold, when it's cold and I'm sleeping, I'll wear them.
Your booty shorts?
Yeah, no, not booty shorts.
Number 2, being ID'd. I know when you're 21, it's so exciting to have your ID. Almost everybody has it whipped out, ready to be seen by the bartender. But when the same bartender IDs you like 2 or 3 times the same night, then it gets kind of old.
I actually do not like getting ID'd. It's cool to not get ID'd.
But see, it's cool to get ID'd when you're 21. But then afterwards, it's not cool. But then you get a little older, and it's like, hey, dude, thank you for checking my ID because that says, 1, you're diligent about what you do. 2, it says, I don't look like I'm too old to be ID'd.
I know when I first met you, I thought you were much younger than you are.
I know.
I don't know if that's a backhanded compliment or not.
No, I went to California one time. When I got back, they quit IDing me. And I couldn't help but think to myself, does California do that to people?
Fun fact, I did not get carded once in Ireland. Not one time.
Don't you only have to be 18 over there?
Yeah, but never got carded, which is pretty cool, I guess you could say. But yeah, I guess I see it. I mean, if you're 25, people are always IDing you. You're not trying to break the rules. You've been doing this for 4 years now, so yet again, you know. Number 3, eating bread with wild. What is that word?
With wild abandon. You know, like not caring.
The days of me eating an entire baguette with some brie and then fitting into my jeans the next day are.
I know, me too, man. I can't do that. No, it's just saying you got to watch your health.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to watch what you eat because the metabolism slows.
Yeah. I've been slowly noticing that too in these past year.
But, you know, that kind of takes me back to one. Like, you know, people even work out to impress others. Which I get it if you're in it for your health and you just want to be healthy. But if you're actually working out because you want to look better, then that's different than you working out in order for you to feel better.
Like if there's a girl that you want to impress, you wouldn't just go work out just to impress another girl. You would do it to make yourself feel better, to make you be healthier. I mean, I get what you're saying.
If I have to impress a girl, well, then she's not worth it. Ain't that right, Lyra Lou? I know she's sitting there somewhere nodding her head.
Number 4, trying to understand young people with their young people music.
I don't get that.
I mean, I
like all music, man. I can't.
I'm very selective with my music. I can only imagine.
See, I have a theory about that, and it's not just because of you, but I also think that people who are that picky on music are that picky with food.
I actually am not picky with food. I have black pudding. I keep mentioning black pudding is dried up pig's blood with
Yeah, but that don't mean that you're not that picky. Whenever you order your sandwiches, you always order it with like no tomatoes.
I don't like tomatoes.
This on the side. And you're like, excuse me, are those Roma tomatoes or are
that's Nick? That's Nick Von Bush right there.
Nick, we love you.
Is the lobster from the Atlantic or the Pacific Ocean? Is it fried or steamed? That's a inside joke.
I like that guy, Nick.
We love Nick.
Nick, I know you're listening, like you always do.
But they're like dubstep. I don't get it. I don't get dubstep.
To me, it was like an evolution of techno, which techno in itself isn't like a wide genre. Techno is actually a type separate from like house and
club,
trance,
trance.
But techno, you know, I'm really not that sure of. I mean, or dubstep. I'm not that sure of.
Yeah, and for me, I've always been into classic rock and stuff, so I've always kind of taken what my parents have liked, and I enjoy classic rock. I enjoy like weird music, but at the same time, like there are just some artists that are, I guess they're talented at singing, talented playing guitar, but like they don't write their own songs. Like I feel like a band who is writing their own songs, playing their own instruments, and recording it all by themselves has more talent than one singer who has the lyrics and the music written out for them.
Exactly.
Like Beyonce, she's very, very good singer, but she's talented in singing. But
Hold on
at
one
the same
sec.
time,
I know the listeners was wondering who that was calling. That was the wrong number, and I told them last semester that if we got the wrong number again, I would patch them through. But
was that the Health Science Center?
no, it was somebody else. They're
Oh.
like, Tom, next time. I promise you, listeners, you will get a treat.
This is Tom.
This is Tom.
Uh,
Where's my money, woman?
but yeah,
I think it was a guy.
let's just continue on to the next one.
But yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, the music today is weird, but
It's a competition.
number
It's a beauty contest.
5. This is the list of things you need to stop doing by the age of 25. And number 5 is drinking Four Locos or Jaeger-Grenade.
Jaeger grenade, yeah.
Jaeger-Grenade.
A Jaeger grenade is a special kind of Jaeger bomb that somehow incorporates a shot of tequila into the mix. A sidewalk slammer is when you drink a bottle of
Oldie.
OE, which I do not know what that is.
It's
to
Old
the-
English.
Old English, down to the label,
You're
fill the rest with
officially
Four Loco, and wake up on a stranger's lawn covered in mysterious contusions with your wallet or phone.
Yeah,
Missing.
when you're 25 and not a crusty punk, you can get away with that kind of stuff, but maybe once a year at the most. So ration it wisely once you turn 25. Realize that there's a time to stop, man. You know, you shouldn't be pounding them, throwing them back every night at the parties and thinking, "Oh, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life." And I think that's what the gist of this list is.
Yeah, it's just like you can't, like, the partying days are over.
Well, no, it's not that they're over. You just
You need to mellow out. This can't be your main focus.
Exactly. But at this point,
Like-
there's other things you need to focus on.
College kids, I could see it a lot with college kids, or even high
Exactly.
school kids. You know, they think
And,
this
and
is,
you know, they made this list because it needs to be told to people.
and we need to spread the word because that's what
Exactly.
we're here for: word spreading and stuff.
Like the Wings.
Paul,
Spread 'em.
Paul McCartney in the Wings. Band on the run.
Number 6, panicking at the ATM.
Yeah, you shouldn't be when you're poor.
Have you done this?
No, I've never been. When you're poor, the cash machine is kind of like the Wizard of Oz, as in you treat it like there's a tiny person inside who decides to either gift you with money or make you look
I have
like
a lot
an
of friends that
idiot.
did this, and some of them still do this. That, of course, most of them are under 25. Actually, you know what? All of them are under 25. That's weird, huh?
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah. You have
panicking
no
at,
phones.
at the ATM is one of the things you do. Listeners, you know, where you go there and it's like, do I have money? Is it going to let me out? No. By the time you're 25, you got to get your finances in order, man. You got to
Yes.
know how much is there, and
And it's not like in this day and age, you should be able to check and see on the internet how much money you have in the bank.
I know people that have damaged their credit. Not me, and not my Lyra Lou,
And not me either.
but it's hard to get that back, man. So, before you're 25, don't be taking out a bunch of loans and not paying things, thinking you're young and you'll do it later, because it'll come back. And
I'm very
bite
fortunate.
ya.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate. My parents have
Chomp.
always kind of taught me finances at an
one-
early age.
One responsible guy.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Mr. Mina and Mrs. Mina raised a really good kid.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. You're the best.
Thanks, Keegan mom, Keegan dad.
This one you need to stop doing. Oh, no, not this one. Next one. But yeah, actually, I can see this. Number 7, experimenting with a haircut.
Yeah, I don't do that.
If you got to 25 and you haven't got every fringe or dye job or shaved patch hair mistake out of your system yet, then you're doing something wrong. Stop trying to stay current. And
I think that this was definitely written by a girl.
you think?
Yeah, because the whole eating bread fit into your skinny jeans. Oh, I guess guys do that too.
I wear skinny jeans. What's the problem with that?
A lot.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of problems with that. You're too old for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you're 25, you shouldn't be rocking the mohawk anymore with the shaved sides.
I mean, unless that's part of your lifestyle, that's cool then. But there's got to be a time where you hang up that affliction T-shirt and you burn it, and you quit with the faux hawk because you're 25.
And stop with the spray tans.
Yeah, girls, just don't ever start that. I'm sorry. I can tell. I'm a guy.
This one is the one you are not really good at doing.
No, this one I try to do, but I go to school with a bunch of people that are under the age of... I don't hang out with nobody that's under 22.
We're talking about number 8, which is talking to anyone under the age of 22. Well, I am 22, so you're good.
You're not under the age.
Thank goodness.
It's all the other kids. I'm not waiting for another person to turn 21. If you're just not 21, then you're not cool. In my book, because I'm older.
So Joe Filomeno is not cool?
No. Sorry, Joe.
You're not a cool guy, Joe.
Now that you're gone, you're not
We're going to
cool.
talk so much crap about you now.
Yeah, he's so young.
He's so Filomeno.
He's such a Filomeno.
His show is subpar. No, I'm just kidding. I am just joking. We love Joel. Well, I love Joel.
Yeah, he's a good guy, dude.
He's a good kid.
But I don't hang out with him. I hang out with you.
Thanks, man. We've been hanging out for a while, though.
Exactly, since you were 12. And I was...
Since I
How old
looked...
was I? That sounds nasty.
It's funny. Jeremy graduated. You graduated what? 97.
man.
I was 4 when you graduated high school.
Guy. I know. That's cool though, dude.
I graduated in 2011. But you know, sometimes that makes the best friendships is an older guy and a not so older guy.
I think that's what makes the radio show so awesome. Oh, speaking of the show being awesome, we will hopefully have a third wheel to this show. But let's not
We're not going to give away who it might be.
It could be a past guest.
It could be a
someone
future
new.
guest. It could be my dad. No, I'm
It
just
could
kidding.
be my dog.
It could be the ghost of Christmas past. But
You'll
anyway,
never know.
we still have a few more to talk to.
Oh yeah.
Number 9, engaging in small talk. Sometimes I get introduced to people and I say, "Oh, nice to meet you," and they say, we've never met before." Oh, we've met before. Excuse me. That's when you decide to never speak to that person again. If you can help it, think about it. If they were good at small talk, you would remember them. You only drink Sidewalk Slammer once a year. These days, after all, so that crap isn't on you. I don't understand what this is talking about.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote this is not really good at speaking.
Oh no, that's because there's some expletives in there too. It's hard.
Yeah, we're trying to dodge the
Um,
expletives.
Engaging in small talk. I don't know. I think when I was younger, I didn't do any small talk at all with people. I mean, like, there was no like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Now that I'm older, is like I engage more small talk.
I like to do small talk with like older people, like elderly people.
I just do it with anybody, just to get a reaction out of people.
Like the bus drivers, I like to say hi, how you
I
doing?
like the reaction.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm on par, but they say you should stop engaging in small talk. Like, "Oh my God, did you hear about so and so's?" That's the picture that they put up there. Mind you, you can go to the Facebook page. I put a link up already. Follow along with our top list here. Number 10 is taking convoluted subway rides. I wish we had a subway.
I wish we could eat fresh. You hear they got rid of the Subway off Campus Corner?
No.
Yeah, it's gone.
Subway off campus. There was a subway on
Yeah,
Campus Corner?
next to Chipotle. The restaurant, not the actual, like,
No, I know that.
transportation
I know
method.
that. The restaurant.
Westwant. It's
Westwant.
Twoo. It's Twoo.
Westwant.
I don't understand this one, so we're going to skip it.
What was it?
The Subway rides.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a
convoluted
subway.
subway ride.
I mean, if you're in a big city, I guess that applies to you. We're not cool like you guys. We don't got no Subway. We can't eat fresh.
I wonder what do they mean by convoluted?
I don't know. So we'll skip it. 11, shopping at the mall. I can see this.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I think by the time I was 25, I quit shopping at the mall.
I mean-
now everything's online.
So, yeah, I mean, I doubt you and Lyra ever really go to the mall.
We go to the mall. I don't remember last time I went to the mall.
I couldn't tell you either.
Okay,
When
is
you
it
went.
horrible that she shops at Forever 21?
I don't know.
No, I know girls that shop there.
I mean, I
mean,
don't
it's kind of like Forever 21. Like, is that saying she likes to
be 21
forever?
and ever. Amen.
Ever.
I don't know. I mean, I've never actually been to
I
Forever
don't know.
21.
It's not like she goes there. Like I don't. Last time I don't even remember last time we went to the mall. When was the last time you went to the
I'm
mall?
trying to think. It's probably the Sooner Mall.
I remember.
Oh, it was. I went to that outlet mall off.
Yeah, way out there.
I went to go buy my mom a birthday present.
I think that was the last time we went, and we went with my nephew to go shop because my sister, my mom, and nephew came down so he could go school clothes shopping. It was more so to go hang out with them than it was for us to actually go to the mall. But that's the last time we went to the mall.
I actually went because my
August.
mom loves Yankee candles, and that's the only Yankee candle store in the city, I believe. So I just went there to get her candles. But that's the last time I went to the mall.
But hanging out at the mall, you can't mall rat now that you're 25. Do you even know what that means, dude?
Say again?
Your age even know what mall rat is?
Mall rat?
Yeah.
I know mall walkers.
You don't know what mall rats are? Mall rats are the kids who used to get dropped off there like Saturday morning, and then like their parents would come pick them up Saturday afternoon, and they'd spend the whole day just hanging out at the mall, unparentally supervised.
Huh.
I think kids still do that at Penn Square up on the north side.
I could see that. I mean, you can go to a movie.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to the movie, you go to eat, and
I mean, I went with the
You make a
mall
whole
as a
day.
kid with my friends, but
yeah, we did too.
we did it to just hit on girls,
Yeah,
which
we-
we were always too scared to go talk to.
No, we would do that because it was that's when Crossroads down here on South Side was popping.
Oh yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah,
It's
like
great.
we would literally could meet girls that went to different high schools, and I mean, and then there was the movie theater there right across the park. It was cool, dude. Those were mall rats. It was
Anchorage
when
didn't
you
have
hang
any
out.
good malls. It was
When you
pretty,
hang out there.
It's pretty bad. The
That-
malls in Anchorage.
Hence the movie Mallrats. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's a Silent Bob and Jay.
Oh yeah,
Who's that guy? Silent
Jay
Bob.
and Silent Bob.
What's his name? Silent Bob.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, well, he directed.
I can look it
directed
up.
But yeah, it's kind of like that. So I think shopping at the mall is okay. Just hanging out. I think that's what they mean. Number 12.
Is it Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith. That's his name. Number 12. Having terrible friends.
Yeah, I don't want to be your friend anymore, Jeremy. You're terrible.
Hey, I'm a really good friend.
You are, for the most part. Sometimes you annoy me. Sometimes I annoy you.
No.
I think you getting more annoying than
No,
usual.
you try to annoy me, and that
I don't annoy you.
automatically makes me not annoyed.
You're not annoyed right now?
No,
Why?
because I know what you're trying to do.
Am I trying to annoy you?
Yeah.
Am I trying to annoy you now?
No, that's creeping me out. That's my ears, dude.
Get away, Keegan. Get
That's
away.
not the way it sounds.
That's not the way any of this sounds. But yeah, if you shouldn't have friends, and when you're going out, they don't want to talk. I have a friend who's like that. It's hard. I mean, it's hard to talk to people who don't like to talk.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, I know a group of friends, and every time that they schedule, one or more of them don't show up to meet
Hey,
and hang out.
I think I know what group you're talking about.
Exactly, and I think it's one of the lamest things ever. But that's what this article is talking about. Friends that flake out on you, it's just too hard to. It's like, dude, those are terrible friends.
Yeah, I can't stand the people who, I mean, if you have an excuse and you tell me that you're not going to be there, that's fine. But then if I have to say, hey, where you at? And then you go, oh, I'm not going to show up.
Yeah, when you
I
have to
can't
say "oh" before you tell somebody the reason why, then you're a terrible
or the
friend.
fact you actually have to communicate with them to get,
It's like, how come you're not listening to our show? Oh, I forgot.
I'm in class, or oh,
Complex.
I have to work, or oh, you know,
Braxton.
my child is being born. I
Mr.
don't want to hear your
Dave.
excuses. I've had it.
I've
up
had
to
it with
here,
all of
your
our listeners.
excuses. Up
And
to
you too.
here with the excuses.
And you too, lady walking by.
yeah.
I've had it. I'm just kidding. Hi.
I'm just kidding.
Hi. She's waving. You can hear us.
Oh, okay.
Number 13. Bad one night stands. Is there ever such a thing as a good one? No, I'm just kidding.
No rules, no regulations,
I don't know.
no real names.
You know, and this has to be a regional thing because this is out of New York. So I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I don't know. I
Me
mean, like-
neither. I don't know what to know anymore.
Like one night stands. Now that you're 25, you're not supposed to do that anymore.
Okay.
You
Moving
know,
on.
You know how many 25-year-olds I know that are single, and it's like, dude, that's their whole sole function.
How many? 2.
1. No, I'm just kidding. No.
300.
I don't know. Comment down below, man, on the Facebook page. What do you think about the hooking up? Are you supposed to have one night stands after you're 25, or is that unacceptable? Because I'm kind of taken back there.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're in a relationship, yeah, stop hooking up. Actually, I don't think you should be in a relationship till you're after you're 25.
That's a valid point. I can agree with that. I mean,
so if you're over 25 and you're in a relationship, but then don't do the one night stand hooking up things. Not just because you're not being monogamous, but because you're just too old to be doing it.
Yeah, you're old. You're old now.
But you know how many girls are like from 25 to 30 that's their MO? I mean, like they're finally like breaking out of their shell, and that's their mode of operation.
No, how many?
5,622, all within the county of Cleveland County, Oklahoma.
Hey, wait a second.
None of those statistics are true, nor do they reflect the opinion of the show or the one.
14, spring break. Don't go on spring break if you're older than 25. You shouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Have you been on spring break?
Like the stereotypical like beach
spring
break.
Where you going this spring?
Going back to Anchorage.
Oh yeah, you couldn't get out of that.
Oh God, I forgot. Yeah, so I bought tickets to go to Anchorage, and before I bought the ticket, I called up my best friend from Anchorage, and I said, "Hey, dude, I'm buying these tickets. Is everything's good? I'm coming at these specific dates." He's like, "Yeah, man, it's great. We're gonna have a great time." And we talked about an hour and a half on the phone, and then he hangs up. Then 30 minutes later, he calls back. He's like, "Dude, our spring breaks are not on the same week. So I'm going when he is back in school, and I can't get my ticket refunded." So,
are you going to go to that bikini barista place out there?
Have I told you about that?
I think you told me you guys tried to go there once, or you seen a teacher there or something.
Oh no, I think that they actually closed it down.
Really?
The one we went to, but there's a little like drive-through coffee stop in the middle of nowhere in Anchorage, or outside of Anchorage, and all the baristas wear bikinis. And as a high school kid, I'm intrigued by these things. So me and my brother and
these things.
me and my brother, my friend Henry, we go, and it's out in Wasilla, which is where Sarah Palin lives. So it's not going to be good.
So it's going to be a.
So we go to where we thought it was. It was a different coffee shop thing, and the lady asked, "What do you want?" And then me and my friends looked at each other like, "Oh, sorry, we're looking for a different coffee shop." And she's like, "Oh, which one?" And I named the place, and they're like, "Oh, the bikini one." And this other lady comes out of the window. She goes, "Really? Seriously? You're gonna go there? You don't want coffee, do you?"
No, we are high school kids.
And then we drove off, and then we found it.
That is funny. I would have tipped them for their information.
Well, I had only quarters. But yeah, spring break, don't do it.
Yeah, you're too old. I don't think I would do it. Would you ever take a cruise? I'm a germaphobe, so I'm going to say no, because if sickness breaks out, everyone in the boat's stuck.
Yeah, sick. I don't know.
I'm not going to do it. Never.
This one.
Number 15, the bitter end of a night out.
Yeah, you shouldn't be staying out till like 3 a.m. every night on the weekends.
Yeah, you know what? It feels good to go home and go to sleep and wake up in the morning.
I can barely get past 1 o'clock on a weekend now. I'm getting old.
And I don't think getting old has to do with. I mean, like, it's getting your priorities straight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, if you want to like just keep going and going and going, that's cool, man.
Going out with friends is fun, but I just can't do 3 a.m. anymore. 4
I'm sorry, I'm in a relationship, and that's probably has a lot to do with it. But I can't wait to get home and go to sleep next to my woman. I mean, it's your priorities. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to go out and drink and get trashed, then do it. But once you're 25, I think you're too old.
Yep.
So get all that out of your system.
And if you're going to party out, this kind of segues to our next one. 16 is hangovers. I mean,
I like that
Every
because
now and
literally, when you realize that the solution to your hangover is drinking water, you do feel kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Because people out there, a hangover is just dehydration, extreme dehydration. So fill yourself full of electrolytes and plenty of fluids, and it'll make that hangover disappear a little quicker than normal.
That's all I have to say.
Write that down. Write that down.
Oh, that's all I have to say about that. 17, waiting in line. Call your parents right now and thank them for taking you to Disney World as a kid. Once you are aware of your own mortality, waiting in line to ride some spinning teacups is basically impossible. Your mom loves you. Yeah, I could see. I mean, I don't like amusement parks. I don't like rides.
I don't like waiting.
I don't like waiting in lines either. I mean, if something's worth waiting in line for, it's got to be really, really important.
No, that's one of those things where you're young and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's trendy. We're going to wait in line here and we're going to be at this nightclub all night long.
No,
Dude. Once you're
no.
25, you see the big long line. It's like, okay, dude, I'm going over there to the little pub, little hole in the wall,
Yeah.
and I'm going to drink me some cheap beer, and you guys can go wait in line. Tell me how.
Yeah, like I never liked going to like midnight release of films.
Yeah.
I never liked waiting in line for that. I mean, it's just if you can see
blasé.
it somewhere else, if you can do it at another time, and there's not gonna be a
Exactly.
line, then there's no point. If
It's not that important.
like waiting in line to go to a concert, I'll wait in line for.
I mean, nothing's that important.
Yeah.
18.
18, sucking
Yeah.
up to bartenders.
Oh, yeah. Kissing, brown nosing bartenders.
I mean, we have friends who are bartenders.
But I don't know, dude. I think I talk worse to my friends who are bartenders than I do to my friends who aren't bartenders because of this simple rule.
Yeah, I don't kiss up.
Yeah, dude. Don't try to be buddies with the bartenders. They can tell. We have to have.
I mean,
Audra
be polite.
Or Amanda on.
Don't
Yeah, dude. But
Say,
don't
say thanks and all that.
and don't say excuse me, bartender. Learn their name. And call them by their name because
Yeah.
every bartender I've ever met and known has always said they hate being called, hey, bartender, and be cool, and always tip. That's the thing is if you don't tip, they're not gonna serve you.
And here's another thing too. Never flirt with the waitresses or the bartenders because they're flirting with you, so you will tip them better.
Oh yeah.
So like every time I go out, my friends are always like, "Dude, you should ask for her number." I'm like, "No, why would I do that? She's only being nice to me for extra money." Not saying that it's not a bad thing, but just like, if it can't happen in the real world, then it's not happening for the waitresses.
Number 19, not having the heat on. And I remember being broke and single and bundling up with all my blankets because I didn't want to waste any electricity because I didn't have the money to pay. Well, I didn't want to pay an outlandish electric bill. So I think sometimes me and Lyra still do that. But there comes a point in your time when you're just like, you know what? Screw this.
We have fireplaces too.
Yeah. Did you ever notice that just sucks the heat out? Like
I've never actually used mine.
The hot air goes up the chimney and it just brings in cold air from. I don't know. That's the way I feel.
20. This is the one I kind of wish that there was no rule. Going to festivals. I love going to music festivals.
Yeah, when you're 25, if you're still going to music festivals, then you just gotta.
I think I could give a little leniency. I say,
Burning Man.
25 to last year, you could do a music festival.
I think if you haven't gone to all of them by then, okay, because once you go to a music festival, then you can't possibly relive that experience every single time you go.
Yeah.
So if you go to Warped Tour,
Which is
you can't go every single year
No.
because then you're one of those people.
Yeah. I went
Nobody
3
likes
years ago. That was great.
Yeah, it's an experience.
Every few years is good.
And if you went back, it wouldn't be the same
No,
as
no,
that.
no.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I agree with that one.
21. You go ahead.
21. Oh, utilizing presents from cheap relatives. Everyone has that one family member who every year gifts a box set of
Sickly, sweet smelling items.
usually lotions or one year I think my sister got that Curve box set. It had everything that smelled the same. Oh my god, I was burnt out. To this day, every time I see that at Eckerd's or Walgreens, a cheap perfume cabinet, Like, I just think, ugh. Ugh, it just makes me gag every time I think about that. But yeah, dude, utilizing this stuff, dude. Just throw them away.
Yeah.
Don't try to, or better yet, okay, if you get one of those cologne box sets or something with the soap and the gel and the hairspray and everything that all smells, just use every single one of those products the day that you're going to go hang out with that person who gave it to you. Punish them, not the rest of us in the world.
America. 22, reading blogs. Except this one, apparently. No, don't read blogs if you're 20. I see people who make blogs are older than 25, though.
Exactly, I noticed that too. I was about to say that. Like, most of the
like
bloggers I know are like older than 25.
I picture like a 30-year-old author in Seattle at a Starbucks writing his blog about life. I don't care much for that.
23, pregnancy scares. This is for the girls, man. This, I think, just should apply to drama. Like,
Yeah.
if you're 25 and you have drama in your life, then
And you're still watching drama shows.
yeah, you shouldn't have friends.
You should be friendless.
Yeah, like
You should live under a rock.
Your friend should be mean to you and poke fun behind your back.
Yeah, just, you know.
I'm just kidding. I don't condone any abuse by anybody, especially friends. But seriously, pregnancy scares. You know, listen to. I'm just gonna say drama. Just cut the drama out. By the time you're 25, if everything matters that bad, then you got issues and you need to go see a therapist because that's the only thing that's gonna help you.
24, any text message longer than 200 characters. I guess I could see that. Were you coming? You coming home? Yes. Please bring milk. Okay.
Oh my god, you're not in a relationship yet, are you?
No,
That's
not that I'm aware of.
That's when you start going. I'm like, okay, call me. Don't text me because I'm driving. Because then I text back. They're like, are you driving? Yeah. No, don't text while you drive. It's like, well, you just bombarded me with like 6 messages. Each one is a different question. I'm in the middle of trying to reply to your first one. So by the time I replied to it, you done forgot what you asked the first question. And now the whole conversation is all mixed up because now you're wanting to know what I'm saying yes to.
Sorry.
Yeah, dude. I totally. Another subject.
25 is kind of inappropriate for us to talk on the show.
Go click on Facebook and follow the link and figure it out for yourself because I totally agree with it, dude.
Yeah, we can't talk about it.
But you're listening to this and that
on the wire.
Your student radio.
You're listening to This and That with Keegan.
Let me just tell a story and I can make it really good.
And Jeremy.
I'm covered in blood. The pig is dead on the ground.
On the wire. Your student radio.
I'm covered in blood. The pig is dead on the ground.
Let me just tell a story.
I can make it real good.
I can make it real
Keegan and Jeremy, This and That. New time, new show, same awesomeness.
Hey, man, feel free to drop us a line on the Facebook page. Let us know what you think about the new time.
Yeah, Fridays from 1 to 3, you know. What's the plus is we don't have to wake up super early in the morning. I'll tell you, sometimes when we were doing our show, we were like, I do not want to wake up.
There's a lot of, I look forward to those days because I could drop off Lyra at work and then drive all the way here and just spend the rest of the time getting ready.
1 to 3 isn't bad at all. So, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get new people to listen, and hopefully our old listeners will still be able to listen.
I think most of them can migrate.
Yeah.
We'll have to get Mr. Dave to listen.
Yeah.
No, we always give him a shout out. Speaking of shout outs, how's the page looking, man?
I've noticed since we've gotten back, we've had a few likes.
And the shout outs, man. Who all's like the shout out holler?
Page likes. We have.
It looks like Ken Pletz liked.
Ken Pletz, yeah.
Shout out to Ken.
Our favorite nightly cameraman, Gatlin. He liked our page today, so shout out to Gatlin. Also, we have Mr. Kenneth Pletz, as always.
Always
Ken,
faithful
thank you.
listener.
Most faithful listener we've ever had.
And Audra, looks like Audra and
Steven,
they both liked our page. And shout out to them.
Shout out to all our friends.
And it looks like Amanda.
Hug and kiss.
Amanda. That'd be cool.
Hug and
If that
kiss.
was-
My name's Amanda. Hug and kiss.
Miss Wolf, shout out to you. And your baby,
newborn
Braxton.
And other Braxton as well, Mr. Snodgrass.
Braxton Snodgrass. Shout out to Island Grill.
Island Grill Productions for our internship and everything over there.
Yep. Shout out to the Minas. Shout out to the Deers. Shout out
To the White Deers.
Shout out to the guys walking. Shout out to the girls
Shout out-
stalking.
Shout out to the cart bus drivers. We
yeah.
did a really good feature. Well, Jeremy did a really good feature with one of the bus
As soon as
drivers.
I'm done with it, I'll put it up.
Yeah, that was really great. I thought it was really heart-touching what she had to say. But shout out to the cart drivers because they're always so nice. And, it's days like those bus drivers, they do a lot. They take us from place to place, and they've always got a smile on their face. Shout out to shout-outs for being such a shout-out. But, Jer, I know one thing that we always like to shout out about. It's a special thing I like to call the Beer of the Week.
1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3.
Beer of the week. Beer of the week. Beer of the week.
The week.
Beer of the week. It's one of our favorite segments of the show where we talk about a beer of the week.
And if you have any suggestions, make sure to message us on the Facebook page.
Facebook.com/.
We're always taking suggestions. And it looks like today's suggestion came from Thomas Stewart. Thomas, thank you for the suggestion. I like the suggestion. However, this isn't my favorite, but since it's all about you guys, the listeners, we'll go ahead and go with it. It's one of the most popular cervezas around. It's Corona Extra.
Corona. I barely even knew her.
Now, Corona Extra was introduced in the United States in 1981 and became the fastest growing import beer in U.S. history. It's a wonderful Corona Extra.
I don't like it.
And bottled in Mexico since 1925.
I do not like Mexican beer. I hate Dos Equis. I hate Corona.
I like Tecate.
And Tecate. I can't stand
Tecate.
any of
And
it. Modelo, I can't stand it
I
either.
love it, dude.
I
I can't do IPAs.
That's
so.
my stand on it. I'm standing now in protest. That's my stand.
So you're protesting the beer of the
I'm
week?
protesting the beer of the week. Out of hatred, no, out of disgust. No, I'm just kidding. Was this Thomas Stewart? Yeah, it's a different beer. I'll tell you.
Yeah, we haven't hit that one. So I was ready to go with it. But it is the beer of the week. And that doesn't go without saying that OU offers a Safe Ride voucher program. The Safe Ride program provides safe, free taxi transportation to OU students within the Norman city limits only. Each voucher will provide a free transportation for that week on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings from 10 p.m. on those days to 3 a.m. the following morning. You can definitely go by the University of Oklahoma Student Government Association, the SGA offices, located in the Conoco wing of the Oklahoma Memorial Union. And that's, if you know where our studio is, it's just west. Go out the courtyard, across the courtyards and to the left, you'll see the Safe Ride vouchers, where to get them. You'll see a big sign. But make sure you bring your student ID to verify you're a current OU student. You'll receive a wallet-sized voucher for that current weekend. Add them to your wallet, your purse, backpack, etc., wherever you're taking with you when you go out. And plan on using them. Because whenever you're out Friday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings, use the vouchers for a free, safe, non-judgmental ride home.
And speaking from experience, I personally have used the Safe Ride voucher program, and I can tell you that it is a great opportunity. It's safe. It's easy to use. Some advice I would recommend you guys doing is when you call Safe Ride, you'll call Yellow Taxi. Make sure you call them about 45 minutes to an hour before you plan on actually leaving.
So when we say plan on using them, plan out, hey, I'm ready to leave in about an hour. I'm going to leave at this time, and call about an hour early. And that way when your ride gets there, you can tab out and you'll be there. Safe.
Yep. So always think ahead, be responsible.
And remember, as we always say here, it's not about being trash. It's about having fun.
Because fun is fun.
So drink responsibly, and try to be legal about it. Don't do any of this underage stuff.
No, we do not condone underage drinking. However, we do condone responsible living. You can end DUI, pretty much.
Yeah, because it's expensive. Nobody can afford that.
No
I
one.
can't afford it.
I've been hearing a lot of public service announcements. They've actually started a big campaign here at OU for drinking and driving. Their catch slogan is "I can end DUI." So it's not worth it. Buzz drinking is drunk driving. Don't even attempt to do stuff like that.
You're putting other people's lives at jeopardy. It don't matter that you don't care, but other people do have loved ones and that care about them. And
they say in the average amount of legal fees and stuff you would have to take is about $10,000. So I don't think you can afford that unless you want to take out another student loan. But alas, that is what we have to say about that. Jared, how do you feel about having our first show back?
I think it was fun. It was a delight, as always.
Yeah, we will have some awesome guests in the next coming weeks. Can't tell you who because we don't even know yet. But I can tell you it's going to be great.
Yeah, our booking agent hasn't told us yet the lineup for the semester.
But hopefully you guys like the new time. I know
if you
I like
know somebody, an artist or somebody that's up and coming with music or even painting,
film,
send their information our way or tell them to get a hold of us via Facebook, Gmail, or anything else that we have out there. So we're always looking for some great new talented people to share this.
A thing that I've noticed, and all of our guests have mentioned it, is they come in kind of nervous, but once we get going, they're like, "Oh man, it's already time to go." The 2 hours really do fly by, so don't ever feel nervous to come on our show. It's a great 2 hours. We are so laid back. We are chill. We just love doing this show. It's been a blast since we started. So that's all I really can say. But yeah, if you have anybody who's interested in coming on our show, we'd love to have them. It always makes for better radio.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be a great show, despite the changes and the late start. We got enough episodes to really put together some pretty good stuff. So
another side note, real fast, is for the spring semester we are doing live coverage of Norman Music Festival, the 8th year Norman Music Festival. So you'll be able to see us out there. So if you want to pre-prep your music for Norman Music Festival, let us know. We are big fans. We went last year, Jared, didn't we not?
Oh yeah, if you're a resident of Norman, you have to go to Norman Music Fest. It is a really great time.
It's one of the coolest things that Norman has to offer in the spring, and
Norman's getting pretty progressive with it too. They're not just. It's entertainment, dude.
Yeah, it really is. It's good quality entertainment. You got bands in all these bars. You got these stages coming out. You
even got carnival rides.
Yeah, carnival. It's not just for adults, it's for kids too. They got carnival rides. Candy, and it's a 3-day thing, and I went all 3 days last year, and I had a blast. It's one of the most fun times I've had. So, looking forward to that as well. So, yeah, looking forward to everything this year. We're gonna have a great show. We'll only have 9 episodes, give or take.
Yeah.
So this is 1. So we only have 8 spots open this year. So we got to make them count.
So send your information our way, man. We'd love to get you on the air and talk about whatever it is that you do.
So as time expires, we would like to say, once again...
We would like to say, ole.
Ole. Frito-Lay. Thank you, everybody, who are listening to our show this week at our new time, 1 to 3 every Friday afternoon.
Yeah, check out some of the other shows that are on the wire. This is a great station. Great people. And tell your friends about our show, man. Let's get a little bit more interesting. We love the callers. The caller show we did last semester was great, man. We had a lot of people call in. We'll be looking forward to doing another one of those, so make sure you schedule some time when we decide to do that. It's fun hearing your feedback. Thanks for all the likes and the messages on the Facebook page. And thanks for following us on Twitter, man. I continue to do all those things. And we'll keep putting out some great content.
Once again, this is Keegan Mina for Jeremy Deere on This and That. on The Wire, your student radio. Thanks again, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, yeah. Catch you next week.
Peace out.
All right.
Cool.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Hang up.
Sayonara.
Oh.
You hang up. You hang up.
you hang
no,
up.
you hang up.
You're listening to This and That?
On The Wire,
Your
your student radio.
Radio.